Hey everybody, welcome back. Zan here, and today we're going to be continuing with some more Hearts of Iron 4 as Japan. Um, so I realized last time we didn't actually take a look at how our fascists are. Oh, wow! They elected a different leader. No longer are they. Is the United States led by the good old Democrat Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Now they've elected Alf Landon, who has an additional 50% defense against ideology drift, which is going to make our 23% popularity of fascism grow even slower. So that kind of sucks. Um, but yeah, there's that. We'll also go ahead and take a look at the rest of the world. Nothing doesn't look like anything's happening in South America yet. The Spanish Civil War still has not fired. Um, I don't know if there's a time limit for that or not, but it's kind of interesting. Coerce Spain. Unfortunately, I don't know what most of these national focuses actually do. So I don't know what coerce Spain means, and our decryption level is too low to actually know anything about that. Germany and Italy apparently don't feel like they need national focuses. And everyone else is just doing relatively boring stuff, so not much to see, I guess. It's kind of unfortunate. Uh, really interesting that... Ooh, wow. Our guy does not think we can win this one bit. Really interesting that the Spanish Civil War hasn't fired. Um, I guess no. I mean, even with historical focuses turned off, it should probably still fire. So that's pretty interesting that it hasn't. Still at a 10,000 deficit of infantry equipment. You can see we're making 100 per day now, though, so that'll evaporate pretty quickly. And then we can go back to making some more fighters and support equipment and close air support once we've caught up a little bit more in infantry equipment. Like I said in my test playthrough earlier, I did not have nearly this much trouble producing infantry equipment, so it really caught me off guard, and that's how we got a 20k deficit for that. Anyway, let's go ahead, check on, we just started the Imperial Austerity um, National Focus. Looks like we just got a few more days on our support weapons. How's our trade doing? Any imports that we can cancel? Not yet. Actually, we can cancel some of the rubber. We only need one to give us another civilian factory back to help speed up our actually to go towards traded goods. It looks like. So support weapons finish, and I believe yes, we do have the 50% reduction for doctrines, so now it's down from 297 days, I think is what it was, to 117 days, which is great. We get an additional 10 organization for leg infantry, which is regular infantry and special forces. We also get the delay tactic, which I'm sure is good, but I'm not particularly aware of. I'm actually going to turn that down, the effects volume, just a little bit. And actually, I might turn the master volume down just a hair, because it is really loud when that thing goes off. And it honestly hurts my ears. Why are we losing convoys? Maybe it's not... Oh, I see. We're using convoys, we're not losing them. Gotcha. I think some of our Marines just deployed. We've got 2 more that are about to deploy right now. That's nice. So we'll actually... Wait. Where are my Marines going? Oh. Oh! Whoops! So how many... Wait. Where are they going then? Oh, they're just sat here not doing anything. Interesting. Go ahead and join that guy. and go start planning for that. Now, I do believe that since that our total weighted divisions is now 10 for that, that we're not going to be able to do any more with this particular plan. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to plan a second naval invasion. Go from here. We can't use this one. We can only use this one for one. Go away. Or maybe we can only use... Yeah, so we can only do one. So I think we'll actually do it from here. And we will go to this. Fuju. Like that. We're not going to assign any of these guys. We're going to take the guys that we have here and assign them to this. So once those guys pop out, and we'll go ahead and add another one here. That's not what. Yeah. Just okay. We'll try and remember to go back to that. So now our fighters are upgraded. We're going to go ahead and work on the naval fighters as well. They don't take nearly as much time as the original fighters, so it's not too big of a deal. Now what we can do is go ahead and change our production. We will lose a bit of production efficiency, but we're like we're months away from filling this quota anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. We only lose half of our production efficiency because we're going from one fighter to another fighter. So that's pretty nice compared to losing all of it, or I think it's 90% of it. I think you can keep 10% if you switch to something else. So it looks like this guy's really not sure about how well they're going to be able to do. Let's see here. So it looks like this last wave of HoI4 for our Chinese front are finishing up pretty soon. Just got our Imperial Austerity National Spirit. And we'll go ahead and... Actually, I'd rather get the civilian factories out right now than go for the national national spirit that we're not going to use until we go to war. That said, let's check. Oh, now we're 12,000 down on infantry equipment. So yeah, let's definitely work on this because we're not going to war anytime soon with a 12,000 deficit. So there's that. Let's see. Oh, improve machine tools, increase our production efficiency cap. We're already working on all of that. We might go for radios. So I don't really think I'm going to invest heavily in the bomber side of the tech tree. I don't believe I want to do any of those yet, at least. We could upgrade our artillery. We could go for the upgraded tanks. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the upgraded tanks, the HoI4. Because currently we're not producing any tanks. Because the 34 version aren't worth producing, in my opinion. And finally, a year and 2 months into the game, Italy has annexed Ethiopia. It seems like all the wars and everything are going pretty slow in the early game, so that may or may not be a good thing for us. We'll have to wait and find out, I guess. And it looks like some more units just deployed. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. This guy's about to deploy. And once we get to, well, we'll have to wait until we get our deficit down. I believe we're on to our last ship production. Yes, our last battleship. We do need a little bit more oil to finish that up, and then we'll start, and we're going to go ahead and start stockpiling convoys as well. I don't know how many more we really need than 300, but I definitely don't want to run out, so we'll probably get that up just a little bit more. So oil we need a little bit of, and we can actually get, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Don't do that. Wait, no. What just happened? What did that cancel all resource imports? That's not what we want. We want that. We want 2. There we go. Alright. And so that puts us, we are currently at 10. Which is not the greatest. It's definitely not the worst. It could definitely be much worse. And we're going to go ahead and start pumping out military factories once this is all over. Once we get these 4 gone. Got the first, second doctrine, I guess. And so we're going to be going for mobile defense. Not that great of a doctrine for us. I mean, I'm sure we'll be on the defensive, so the 20% will be great. But I really want to go down the shock and awe side and really put some points into offense. Let's see how we're doing on infantry, on artillery. We've got 400 stored up. So this may be a bad idea, but I'm going to go ahead and add a artillery. So each one's going to take 36. We do have quite a bit out, so we're probably going to run a deficit of that now. Yeah, we're now at 1,000 deficit of that. But once we start pumping out military factories, we'll catch up to that pretty quickly. I'm not too concerned about it. Let's see, it's only April, so I don't think we'll be doing any 38 stuff yet. Let's go ahead and, since we've now put infantry into the field, or artillery into the field, we'll go ahead and upgrade it as well. And let's go ahead and get our military factories started. I guess we'll just keep adding on to the already heavily industrialized places. We'll fill that one up as well, and that should be good for now. Battle plans with, oh, right. Alright, so finish that up. That gives us one more civilian factory. We're over here, so we can do Fortress Japan, which is going to give us a ton of coastal forts. We don't really care about that. Don't really care about that. Lots of infrastructure. Again, we don't really care about that. So, I guess we'll go ahead and start putting in the naval stuff. Oh, that could be nice. We'll go ahead and get a warrior tradition, national spirit. I don't really think anything else. I cannot afford to go to war with China. I don't know that this will make us go to war or not. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and do this, and maybe we'll take the Marco Polo incident next. So now we can do one more. We could do a military theorist. We could do designers. It would be super nice if this made us produce more. But that's not going to happen. We can do army offensive. We definitely don't. I mean, the recovery rate would stack really well, I think, but I would rather go for offensive. But unfortunately, I think specialists are worse versions So we're not going to do that. Got logistics. I really want this infantry expert. So I believe specialist is the downgraded version, and genius is the upgraded version. Expert is the regular version of stuff. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go with the infantry expert as our first guy, because our army is like 95% infantry. Oh, the Hindenburg disaster just fired in 1937. I'm not sure. Definitely the Spanish Civil War usually fires before that, so that's really interesting to me that that's not happening. So, we have reduced our infantry equipment deficit to less than 3,000 now. So I'm probably going to go ahead and wean off just a little bit on that. Got construction speed and concentrated industry, which is going to give us an additional 20% output in each state, which is super good. I don't know if this is going to boost the synthetic oil resources or not, but we'll go ahead and research the first level. We do have 2 free. It's only May, so still no 37, 38 stuff. We might go. Have we researched any of the radios yet? We have not. We'll go ahead and grab that. There gives us plus 5% reinforce rate, which can be super good if need be. Oh, and let's go ahead and just we'll take 2 off, put them on artillery. And 1 more off and put it on support equipment. And that'll be good. And I thought we had this need filled. Why are we suddenly needing 162 more? We're not, they shouldn't be, they're not flying. They're not doing their thing, are they? Don't believe they are. So there is, I think I have to go to this. Oh, I have to assign them. Yeah, they're not even assigned to anything, so shouldn't be losing any. That's not the right button. Alright, hotkey. Huh. So there's a Spanish Civil War, which we're not really gonna be too worried about. Super low world tension for June of 1937, which I'm okay with because that can only be beneficial to me, seeing as I'm really just trying to build up everything as much as possible. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have, I think they're waiting on equipment, and Amelia Earhart disappeared. So I'm gonna have quite a few of my divisions going ahead and deploying pretty soon. They're just waiting on some more equipment. And the United Kingdom announces Balkan Diplomatic Initiative. The United Kingdom is not alone in seeing the threat rising in Central Europe. With their status as an independent nation guaranteed by the now challenged Treaty of Versailles, or with fascist powers in their aggressive rhetoric claiming right to their territory, several states have seen the need to lead a pro-British policy. The United Kingdom has responded to this development by redoubling their diplomatic efforts in the region. Oh, and so we got the Anti-Comintern Pact. We don't want to be buddy-buddy with the Soviet Union, so we'll go ahead and join it, I guess. Not a huge deal. Interesting. How are we doing with the US? So we've barely gained any since this guy got elected. What is it? What are we getting? 0.1 per day? That's just not going to happen. We're going to have to be happy with getting them to 26% because as long as Alfland is there, we're not going to be getting anything else. We're not. It's just not going to be worth losing the political power per day to do that. Huh. Is there anyone else that we would like to swap-a-rooney? That really sucks because I was really hoping not that they would eventually switch to stage a fascist coup. Then when I formed my own faction, they would join it because fascist bros, and I wouldn't have to fight them for the Pacific. But that doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So let's check our. So we're now positive on infantry equipment, so I can take even more off of that. Upgrade needs 6,000. Oh, well, we'll keep that there then. We're gonna go ahead and do the Chinese border incident here because other than maybe getting the naval dockyards, I think we're just about tapped out on the free stuffs. And I think we're just about ready for a war with the Chinese. We are obviously going to wait for these guys to deploy, especially these Marines. They're going to hopefully hit China hard in the homeland. Actually, I'm going to change this. How do I have a lot of trouble when I try to change things, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have you come right here. And we're gonna have you do an offensive for this. Oh, wrong button. Okay, nope. Just that. Which apparently your one division can handle all that, so great. And so we're actually going to reduce this to I think we can get away with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this. So we'll take just a little portion. Hopefully we'll be able to land some more troops there. Afterwards, we'll probably take some of the garrison troops from Korea here. Actually, let's go ahead, since we've got just 4 standing right here. Let's go ahead and take, no, sorry. 1, 2. Are you even protecting anything? We're gonna take you 3 and start a new army. Also gonna take one of you guys, add you guys to that army. We're gonna take this army, move it into the Chinese front, give you a general. We'll do. We don't have another guy that has. We'll just take. See if I recognize any of these names. I do not know that much about the Japanese during this time period. I could probably pick out a bunch of the German generals, but that's really about it. I don't know any of these guys. Hanzhou sounds great. Shiguri Hanzhou. And what we're going to do, we're going to have you guys come to... We actually are going to have you go to, I believe this is Port Arthur. Is that what this is called? It won't tell me. It's called Dalian, something. Starts with a D, ends with an N. We're going to have you guys go here, and we're actually going to have you do a naval invasion from here. And we're just going to have you reinforce these southern guys down here to this place. But that's going to be after the Marines take over the land here in the first place. Actually, let's not do that because I don't think we have at this. Oh, we'll just set it up that way. Anyway, we'll have you come here. So I think this is a different C zone that we will definitely have control over. We'll have you go here. That's what we'll do. And then we'll do an offensive line. And then you'll pretty much just join this offensive line here. Boom. And then y'all will just stay there and garrison that place. Alrighty. That's so. How much longer do we have? We got a long time on this battleship. Ooh, a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, so we're not going to wait for the battleship actually. So we're going to take all these submarines, with Japan Fleet 1, take our Seawolf. We only have one, trust me, I checked. Get rid of that. You guys are going to do, no, convoy raiding. Y'all are going to do that in the Yellow Sea, the East China Sea, and the South China Sea, and make sure nothing gets through there. Okay, that's your job. You guys, we're going to split into two relatively equal fleets. We could do it better, try to balance them better, but I really don't want to do that again. I did that in my test playthrough, and it was so awful. I don't recommend it. So we don't need a blockade runner. We're going to go with a superior tactician and a spotter. Isoroku Yamamoto for our main fleet, which we're going to have, well, we'll get to that in a second, and Minichi Koga will do our second fleet. And we're going to have you patrol the Yellow Sea, the East China Sea, and the South China Sea. And our other guy, Koga, we're going to have you patrol the Sea of Japan, the coast of Japan, and the Mariana region. I guess I could do Okhotsk, the Sea of Okhotsk. No, we're going to do the Mariana region. Protect our supply lines to our islands. We can't do 4. No, we can only do 3. Yeah, so that will be all set up. What are you saying? Battle plans. All of my battle plans are assigned. Okay, you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna go there. Boom. Problem solved. Because apparently that was a problem or something. Anyway, I think, they are, that's a ridiculous amount. We're gonna need this southern invasion to go really well because, oof, they have so many troops up north now that I think we're pretty much at this point just gonna have to hold the line. That's nice for holding the line. So let's see. So integrated support is if you have support battalions. Dispersed support is if you actually have artillery in your army. And I did not get any more doctrine research speed, so we're going to be paying the full price for these. And while these do look much better, I think I'm just going to have to go for the integrated support because I have line infantry, not support infantry. I mean, I could change that, but I just don't really see a reason to. Now let's see. Do I not have any more focuses that give me doctrine research bonuses? This one gives me 1. it doesn't look like it. That actually really sucks. I guess that's a trade-off they made for giving you such an early extra research slot. Unless it's hidden on something I wouldn't expect it to be, but it doesn't look like it's hidden anywhere. That sucks. Oh well, we'll just have to get over that. Oh, look at the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully the next video we'll be able to take on China, although they've got a huge number of troops up here, which is kind of frightening. We'll have to reinforce that front, I believe. We might have to move our entire Soviet front over there to help. I don't think we'll really need to protect from the Soviets, but you never know. Probably leave our some garrison troops on that front. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and continue to leave comments in the comment section below, and again continue with ideas for future playthroughs. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. I'll see you guys